Before your baby talks, they are already asking, not with words, not with sentences, not in a way you can answer neatly, but with their eyes, with their cry, with the way their body stiffens when the room feels too loud, with the way they reach for you, turn away from you, look back at you, or settle into your shoulder after a long day. Before words, your baby is learning through your face, your voice, your touch, and the way you come back after hard moments. These quiet patterns can help them feel safer over time. And the good news is, this is not about being a perfect parent. It is about noticing the small moments that can be softened, repaired, and repeated with love. Because when a baby's signals are missed over and over, the moment can become harder for both of you. But when you begin to notice even one small signal sooner, the whole interaction can start to feel a little safer, a little slower, and a little easier to repair. So this is not a video about blaming parents. Most parents are not trying to ignore their baby. Most parents are tired, overloaded, trying to do the right thing with too little sleep and too much advice. This is a video about the silent questions your baby may be asking in the first year of life. And the first question is the one every tiny nervous system needs answered. When I cry, will someone come? A cry is not a battle. It is a signal. In the first year, your baby cannot say, "I'm hungry," or "I'm tired," or "the light is too bright," or "my body feels uncomfortable and I don't know how to calm down." So the signal comes out as crying. And for a tired parent, that cry can feel like pressure. It can sound like failure. It can feel like a test you keep failing. It can make your shoulders tighten before you even realize it. But your baby is not trying to defeat you. Your baby is reaching for help because settling is still something they often need to do with you. When you come close, when you pick them up, when you feed them, when you change them, or when you simply hold them through a cry that does not stop right away, you are not giving them a bad habit. You are helping them experience something very basic. Distress does not have to be faced alone. That does not mean you must respond perfectly every second. Sometimes you are in the bathroom. Sometimes you are making a bottle at 3 a.m. while your baby cries in the next room. Sometimes you are buckling a car seat and cannot pick them up right away. Sometimes you are so exhausted that even a small cry feels huge. This is real life. The goal is not instant silence. The goal is a pattern your baby can begin to feel over time. When I need help, someone tries to find me. So the next time your baby cries, try one tiny shift before you act. Lower your shoulders. Take one breath. Then come close with a voice that says, even before the words do, "I hear you. I'm here." Your baby may not understand the sentence yet, but they can begin to feel the rhythm of your return. And sometimes the first comfort is not the solution. It is the way you arrive. That brings us to the second silent question. Is your face safe to look at? Your baby studies your face more than you may realize. They watch your eyes, your mouth, your eyebrows, the speed of your movements, the tightness in your jaw, the softness in your voice. Before they understand what you are saying, they may feel how you are saying it. This does not mean you have to walk around smiling all day. That would be impossible. Parents have real emotions. The stress of another short nap, the frustration of not knowing why the crying started, the loneliness of being awake when the rest of the house is sleeping, the worry that you are somehow getting it wrong. But babies often learn through repeated patterns of tone, rhythm, and response. So when you come toward your baby with a rushed body, a sharp voice, or fast hands, they may not know what it means, but they may feel the difference. They may feel something is too fast here. And when you soften, even slightly, the moment can change. Picture a parent lifting a baby from the crib too quickly because they are tired and trying to get through the routine. The baby startles. The parent notices. The parent pauses. Then the parent says softly, "I'm going to pick you up now." Same parent, same love, different rhythm. That tiny pause can matter, not because it fixes everything, but because it gives your baby a more predictable experience of your body coming close. And this is one of the most practical things you can try before you touch your baby, especially when they are upset. Slow your hand for 2 seconds. Let your face arrive before your hands do. Let your voice arrive before the action does. A simple "I'm here" or "I'm going to pick you up" can help you slow down. 2. Because sometimes the question is not only, "Will you come?" It is, "How will you come?" And once your baby begins to feel your presence, they also begin to notice your absence. That leads to the third silent question. When you leave, do you come back? To an adult, leaving the room for a moment is simple. You know you are just stepping into the kitchen to warm a bottle. You know the clean diaper is only across the room. You know you will be back before the towel even cools in your hand. But your baby does not experience time the way you do. For them, your familiar face disappearing can feel big, especially later in the first year. When many babies become more aware of you as their person, they may cry when you walk away. They may reach for you when someone else holds them. They may protest when you put them down. This does not mean they are becoming difficult. It may mean their connection to you is becoming more visible. They know you matter. They just do not yet fully understand leaving and returning. So, one of the gentlest things you can do is make your return familiar. Not dramatic. Just familiar. I'm going to get your bottle. I'll come back. I'm stepping into the bathroom. I'm still here. You were looking for me. I came back. Your baby will not understand every word at first, but they can begin to recognize the pattern. The voice leaves. The voice returns. The face disappears. The face comes back. The connection stretches. The connection does not break. This is where many parents can be kind to themselves. You cannot be in front of your baby every second. You are allowed to use the bathroom. You are allowed to put them down safely while you wash your hands. You are allowed to step away when you need to breathe. The healing part is not that you never leave. It is that, again and again, you return. Every gentle return teaches your baby that connection can survive a small distance. But there is another silent question many parents miss, because it can look like rejection. When I turn away, will you notice? Sometimes a baby looks away because they are simply done with that moment, and sometimes they look away because the world is too much. And sometimes the room is not loud because anyone is doing something wrong. It is loud because everyone loves the baby. Everyone wants one more smile, one more look, one more little reaction. But your baby may already be telling you, quietly, I need a break. The room is loud. The light is bright. Too many people are leaning in. Someone is trying hard to make them smile. A toy is moving too close to their face. A baby may turn their head, stiffen, Fuß, rub their eyes, arch away, go quiet in a way that feels different, or suddenly seem impossible to please. And because parents love their babies, they often try more bouncing, more talking, more faces, more sounds, more effort. But the next answer may surprise you. Sometimes your baby needs less of the world, not less love, less noise, less speed, less pressure, less stimulation. Sometimes connection begins when you stop trying so hard. This is not easy for caring parents, because when a baby is unsettled, doing more can feel responsible, but sometimes doing less is the more sensitive response. If your baby turns away during play, Try not to pull their attention back immediately. Pause. Lower your voice. Still, your hands. Let their eyes rest. If they turn back toward you, you can begin again more slowly. If they do not, the moment may simply be finished. That is not failure. That is respect for a small nervous system that is still learning how much of the world it can handle. Sometimes love is not adding more. Sometimes love is lowering the world. And this brings us to another question beneath many difficult moments. Can you help me calm without rushing me? Many parents feel pressure to stop crying quickly. In public, this pressure can feel even stronger. A baby crying in a stroller. A baby fussing in a checkout line. A baby screaming in the car seat while traffic barely moves. You may feel people looking. You may feel your body heat up. You may think, I need to make this stop. But babies do not always calm on our timeline. In the first year, many babies settle more easily when calm is shared with them first. They may borrow it from your slower voice, from your steadier hold, from the way you reduce the noise around them, from the way you stop adding new things and begin making the moment simpler. Some people call this co-regulation. But you do not need a technical word to understand it. It simply means your baby is not calming alone. They are calming with you. It can look very ordinary. A darker room after bath time. A slower hand on their back. Fewer words. One familiar hum. The same gentle sentence repeated until both of you can breathe again. A practical way to remember this is, lower the world before correcting the baby. If the room is bright, dim it. If too many people are talking, move to a quieter corner. If you are speaking quickly, say fewer words. If your hands are moving fast, slow them down. If your baby is crying after a bath, wrap them, hold them close, and let your voice become predictable. You do not have to perform calm perfectly. A baby does not need a parent who never feels stress. But if you can become even a little slower than the storm in front of you, you may give your baby something to lean on. Do not rush the feeling out of your baby. Help them feel less alone inside it. And your baby is not only learning in hard moments, they are also learning when they move away from you. Can I explore and still find you? As babies grow, they begin to reach outward. They roll away from your body. They stretch toward the edge of the blanket. They crawl a few steps. Then look back. They touch the leg of the chair. Then glance toward your face. They move toward the doorway. Then pause. This can stir different feelings in parents. Some parents worry when their baby clings. Some parents feel a small ache when their baby starts to move away. But attachment is not only about staying close. A secure connection can also become a place a baby returns to. Your baby may explore more freely when they sense that you are still emotionally available, not controlling every movement, not directing every reach, just near enough to be found. So when your baby moves away and looks back, that look matters. It may be their way of asking, "Are you still there?" And your answer does not have to be big. A soft smile, a nod, a calm voice, a hand resting nearby. These small responses can say, "Yes, I see you. You can go. You can come back." A baby does not need to stay close every second to feel connected. Over time, they can begin to feel safer when they know there is someone to return to. But to understand your baby's signals, we also have to be honest about yours. Good parents can still reach their limit. This is the part many parenting videos do not say clearly enough. You can love your baby deeply and still feel overwhelmed. You can be grateful for your child and still wish you had 10 quiet minutes. You can be gentle most of the day and still have a moment when your voice comes out sharper than you wanted. You can understand all of this in theory and still lose your calm at 2 a.m. That does not make you a bad parent. It makes you a human parent under real pressure. Now we need to talk about the moment that makes many good parents feel ashamed. The moment after you snap, the moment after you rush, the moment after you speak too sharply, or put the baby down faster than you meant to, or feel so overstimulated that you have to step away. If you ever feel like you might hurt your baby, place them somewhere safe, like their crib, and seek help immediately. Safety comes first, but for the everyday moments of exhaustion, the moments where you simply do not like how you showed up, there is still something important available: repair. If you feel yourself getting too overwhelmed, the small change may be to put the baby safely down for a moment. Step back, take a few breaths, splash water on your face. Let your body come down enough that you can return with less force in your voice and hands. Loving your baby does not mean you never get overwhelmed. It means you learn what to do next. And that brings us to one of the most important, silent questions of all. After we disconnect, can we find each other again? Repair may teach what perfection cannot. A hard moment does not have to become the whole relationship. After a rupture, there can be return. Your face can soften. Your voice can lower. Your hand can become gentle again. You can sit near your baby and say something simple. That was hard. I'm here now. I got upset. I came back. You were crying. I'm with you. Your baby may not understand the full meaning of an apology, but they can feel the shift. They can feel that the sharpness is gone. They can feel that the familiar person has returned, and over time, in many small moments, this can help a child learn something deeply human. A hard moment does not have to be the end of connection. With gentleness, support, and repeated repair, many relationships can find their way back. This is not permission to ignore harmful patterns. If a parent is frequently losing control, feeling rage, feeling detached, or afraid they may harm themselves or their baby, they deserve real support from a doctor, therapist, crisis line, or trusted person. Asking for help is not failure. It is protection. But for the parent watching this with guilt in their chest because of one hard moment today, hear this. Your baby does not need a parent who never misses. They need a parent who comes back. And when repair happens again and again, one final question begins to soften. Am I loved when I am not easy? Babies are easy to adore when they are smiling, sleeping, cooing, or curled peacefully against your chest. But the first year is not made only of those moments. There are tears, mess, gas, pain, short naps, long nights, clingy afternoons, stroller cries, bath time protests, car seat struggles, moments when nothing works. And in those moments, your baby is not thinking. "Es mi lovable?" Not in adult words, but their body may be learning patterns. What happens when I am hard to soothe? What happens when I need more than expected? What happens when I cannot be cheerful? Does love disappear when I am difficult? This is where parents need tenderness. 2. Because no parent delights in every moment. You will get tired. You will need breaks. You will sometimes want the crying to stop more than you want to be wise. But there can still be small moments of unconditional welcome. When your baby wakes in the morning, pause for 1 second before the tasks begin. Let your face say, "There you are." When they are lying on the floor, doing nothing impressive, smile at them without turning it into a lesson. When they are fussy, try to remember that they are not giving you a hard time on purpose. They are having a hard time in the only way they know how. Love should not feel like something a baby earns by being easy. And this is the emotional heart of the first year. Your baby is not asking you to make every day peaceful. They are not asking you to know every answer. They are not asking you to become a parent without stress, without mistakes, without limits. Without needs of your own, your baby has been asking in quiet ways. Will someone come when I cry? Will your body feel safe when you come close? Will you return after you leave? Will you notice when I have had enough? Will you help me settle without rushing me? Will you still be there when I explore? Can we repair after hard moments? And am I still loved when I am not easy? These are not questions you answer once. They are answered in patterns. In night feedings, in diaper changes, in the way you pause before lifting them, in the way you push the stroller more slowly when the street is too loud, in the way you dim the room instead of adding another distraction, in the way you sit on the floor while they crawl away and look back, in the way you step away safely when you are overwhelmed. Then return, in the way you repair after a hard moment, in the way your face softens when you see them in the morning. And if today was not a perfect day, that does not mean it was a lost day. Maybe you were tired. Maybe you missed a cue. Maybe you rushed. Maybe you cried. Too. But you are still here. And the next moment can be a small return. You do not have to wait for a perfect day to become a safer place for your baby. You can begin in the next small moment. That is the hope inside early parenting. Not perfection, return. Not constant calm, repair. Not doing everything right. Learning to notice, soften, and begin again. The first year is not asking you to be flawless. It is inviting you to become familiar, safe, returning, and in the eyes of your baby, that may matter more than you know. If this helped you breathe a little easier, save it for the days when you feel like you are not enough, and send it to a new parent who may need the reminder that small loving patterns count. In the next video, we will look at the quiet signs a baby may be overstimulated and how to help them settle without blaming yourself or forcing them to calm down too fast.